This video tutorial will explain the next steps in your study abroad process after you've been accepted by Lasell's Office of International Services. Congratulations! You have successfully submitted your Lasell Study Abroad application and received your acceptance email from the Office of International Services. If you have been accepted by Lasell, it's because you meet the eligibility requirements to study abroad. There are still many things to do before you are ready to go abroad, so it is very important to pay attention to the requirements and deadlines. This tutorial will explain the next steps in the process in which you will apply directly to the study abroad program. After you've been accepted to study abroad, please follow the link in your acceptance email and log into your Lasell Study Abroad application. Even though you are accepted by Lasell, there are still documents that need to be completed, and your Lasell application will serve as your portal for completing all of these Lasell requirements. Please note that your Lasell application will remain accessible to you before, during, and after your study abroad experience. First, you should scroll down to the Applicant Documents section. You will see 3 documents you submitted as part of the application, and under those you will see the deposit and program roadmap. All students participating in a study abroad program must complete the payment of the $500 non-refundable study abroad deposit to confirm your intent to study abroad in the following semester. This deposit is due 2 weeks after the Lasell Study Abroad application deadline. To pay this deposit, go to Self-Service and click the Returning Student Deposit and select your deposits. For fall study abroad students applying in the spring, you will also be required to pay the $400 enrollment deposit to guarantee your housing for the semester you return from study abroad. Commuters are required to pay the $200 enrollment deposit. Please note that it may take 2 to 3 days to show in your Lasell Study Abroad application that your deposit has been made. Next, if you return to your Lasell application portal, in the Applicant Documents section, you should download the Program Roadmap. This is a very important document that contains valuable information specific to your study abroad program, including application instructions and requirements, financial and visa information, and more. After you have downloaded and read the form, please click the Acknowledge button. Your program roadmap will go into detail about the next steps after you've been accepted by Lasell to study abroad, and it will give specific information about your study abroad program. The first section explains the Lasell College requirements, including instructions for registration, paying the study abroad deposit, and student accounts instructions. Remember, studying abroad requires 2 separate applications. First is Lasell Study Abroad application, and then you have to apply directly to the program. There is information specific to the application for your study abroad program and a link to the application in your program roadmap. Please take note of the deadline and submit your application before the program deadline. Many programs have rolling admissions, but we recommend applying as early as possible so you have the most course options available to you. This section also lists documents that your study abroad program application might require, including a resume, faculty recommendation, transcript, or study abroad advisor approval form, for example. Next, there is a section of course selection information for your program, including the recommended number of credits, any required courses, if applicable, and relevant course registration information. The next section of the roadmap includes information about housing at your program. It includes information about the type of housing options you will have. The housing selection process varies by program and will be done directly through the study abroad program or provider. There is a section about visa information if a student visa is required in the country where you will be studying. Follow the links to the U.S. consulate or embassy provided in the roadmap for more information on the documents needed. Please note that many countries require an enrollment verification letter that can be requested from Lasell's registrar's office. Also note that upon acceptance by the study abroad program, if a visa is required, they will provide additional details about getting one. The roadmap also includes information on the mandatory pre-departure orientation, links to scholarship information, the required pre-departure documents, and the study abroad cancellation policy. Finally, the program roadmap includes a section with detailed financial information. It explains the expenses that will be reflected on the Lasell invoice the semester you are abroad. Remember, Lasell students studying abroad follow a homeschool tuition model, meaning that tuition and room and board remain the same for you as long as you are studying abroad during the semester or academic year. Some study abroad programs include a meal plan and some don't. If the housing you select for your semester abroad does not include a meal plan, your student account will be credited. The roadmap also explains any fees or deposits that you are responsible for paying directly to your study abroad program, as well as other anticipated fees for your study abroad program. After you have paid the $500 study abroad deposit, please return to the Lasell Study Abroad portal to access the pre-departure documents by using the link in your acceptance email. In the applicant documents section, you will see 3 new documents at the bottom of the list. The first document is the medical form. Download the form and schedule a 15-minute study abroad appointment with the Student Health Center or your doctor. Once a doctor has completed the form, please upload it to your application using the Attach Document button on the right. The second document is the Student Accounts Financial Agreement. Please download the form, read it, and then click the Acknowledge button to certify you have read and understood the information. The third pre-departure document is the Waiver of Liability. Please download the form, read it, then click the Acknowledge button to certify you have read and understood the information. The last and final pre-departure document is your flight itinerary. After you have been accepted by the study abroad program and been given the arrival and departure dates, you may purchase your flight. After you have purchased your round-trip flight, please return to your Lasell Study Abroad application portal, scroll to the applicant documents section, and copy your round-trip itinerary information into a Word document or PDF and upload it using the Attach Document button. There are 2 important events during the semester before you go abroad. The meet and greet takes place about 1 month after the study abroad application deadline. You will receive details about the event via email. At this event, you will receive a pre-departure folder with helpful resources to review before you go abroad. We encourage you to share these resources with your family. You will also have the opportunity to meet your global ambassador and other students studying abroad. Global ambassadors are returned study abroad students, so they are an excellent resource to ask questions about packing tips, budgeting advice, and travel suggestions. They are happy to help, so don't be shy. The second event is a mandatory pre-departure orientation that will be held on reading day the semester before you go abroad. You will attend a lot of important information sessions about health and safety, managing finances abroad, and the academic and cultural differences you'll experience while abroad. As always, the Office of International Services is here to help before, during, and after your semester abroad. If you have questions, please email studyabroad@lasell.edu or set up an appointment to speak with an advisor. There are many resources available to you on our website, www.lasell.edu/studyabroad, or you can contact any of the global ambassadors for excellent peer-to-peer advice. Thanks and good luck!